This is the tow yard where D4vd's car was impounded, and that was the person that actually discovered the human remains of Celeste Rivas inside of the vehicle.
Just when it felt like everything was buried and forgotten, new chaos hit the internet. Allegedly, a video shows David out in public and people are losing it, but the wildest part, the private investigator who searched David's home dropped even more shocking claims. There's also an audio clip from a live stream and many believe it's David's voice. And worse, some started generating fake videos of the victim, Celeste Reeve. Completely disgusting.
I wouldn't be afraid of anything either after that. I hope this person is doing okay mentally and that they have taken the time that they need in order to process what happened to them. My condolences.
We'll get to that later, but things online are getting darker by the day. For legal reasons, because no one wants a lawsuit. Everything here is alleged. Nothing's confirmed unless from an official news source. But allegedly, there's a clip where the person who found something major talks about it with others. Their name's unknown. By now, everyone knows David's got a lawyer and has gone completely silent. He's allegedly been wiping out his reposts, hiding content, and turning off comments on nearly every single app and account he owns. It's like he's trying to vanish online. He's been staying quiet, but rumors keep spinning. There's talk of a supposed comment under a video that people claim came from him. But let's be real, it could just be someone who sounds like him. Nothing's confirmed, and no one should take it as fact.
I mean, if you're like sitting here yapping, like to something that's not like relevant to the case, yeah, like we're gonna interrupt.
What are you saying that's relevant to the case other than denying everything? What are you saying that's relevant?
Well, no, it's not denying anything. What it is,
You literally are
is
denying everything.
the fact that there's no type
You
of
said you
evidence.
literally haven't seen one video, you haven't seen this, you haven't seen that. So what credibility do you actually have, sir?
There isn't any video. It's weird that you have like this obsession with like P videos. I think that by itself is a little suspicious.
Honestly, if he did say something, that'd be a terrible move. Talking online can only make things worse. So yeah, we don't know for sure if it's really him or just an impersonator trying to stir things up. But if he is mad and itching to speak out, maybe he's hiding behind a burner account to do it. We'll probably never know for certain, and the more details come out, the clearer his connection to her seems. I've got to tread lightly here for legal reasons, but you definitely know what I mean. First off, who just casually has something like that sitting in the back of their car?
I think you're the one that's obsessed. Because you're
I think like the act of trying to like call every one of these videos.
Literally, the way
Like,
he's
by
talking,
itself.
it's so obvious that it's him, bro. Just the
I
weird.
mean, if I was sitting here
Like this
calling every
nigga.
one of like a P3D, I would be like, hey, that's a little sus. But yeah.
get him clean. This guy is good.
These two clips in particular are just a piece of the live stream that this person was joining. And like that person said in the live stream, it's led a lot of people to believe that this is actually D4vd using a voice changer. And the voice of this person sounds suspiciously like the person that put in the SWAT call in Houston onto his family's home. There's also a lot of speculation around the fact that D4vd is showing up in different comment sections and he's trying to discredit anything that's being said about the situation.
That's not something people normally keep around. It's weird. Whoever did that is probably someone desperate for attention, and honestly, it shows. We've all seen how having a bold, unpopular opinion online can blow up your name. Even if people don't like you, they'll still talk about you. So yeah, could it be him? Maybe, but it's way more likely it's just another clout chaser trying to stay relevant. Now, if you check out David's TikTok page, it gives off a super creepy vibe. His last TikTok isn't recent at all. Right after the allegations dropped, he turned off the comments and stopped posting completely. Most likely his lawyers told him to stay silent. Don't post, don't reply, don't give anyone more ammo to use against you. But
I can't confirm whether or not this is actually the person, D4vd, and I cannot confirm whether or not he's actually been showing up in comment sections. But I will say that the way that this person is speaking towards the case is oddly suspicious. Now, I've told you before in the past, we simply don't know anything about the Celeste Rivas case. The only thing we know is the official timeline that the LAPD has put out. But for the person to come in so drastically divisive into the situation and to also make claims as if Celeste Rivas had been dead over a year, and that the only tie is to D4vd is the fact that she was found in the front trunk of the Tesla.
But here's the eerie part. His last TikTok still has over 50 million views and around 600,000 likes. The old comments before he shut them off? Some of them have more likes than the video itself. Imagine stumbling across that page without knowing what's going on. You'd instantly feel the strange energy all over it. His page isn't full of silly stuff anymore. It's just concert clips now. He's allegedly wiped out tons of reposts, and it's honestly eerie. When you scroll through fan accounts linked to him, you'll notice something strange. Almost every video with him has comments turned off. I get it, those fans aren't bad people. They were just excited to film a TikTok with their favorite artist. But it's honestly sad. These people were probably proud to have a moment with someone they admired, someone with major hits, and now they're hiding those posts like they're ashamed. And honestly, who can blame them? Being seen connected to him now doesn't look good at all. Even his own friends are unfollowing him and deleting anything that ties them to him.
This vehicle is a little odd, but this is a high-profile case, and a lot of people have different opinions into the case, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion. We simply still, at this point in time, do not know whether or not this person is D4vd, but we do have confirmation about the identity of the person who did find Celeste Rivas's remains. The case is ongoing, and I will be keeping you as updated as possible with confirmed facts and also breaking down the speculation as I have been doing.
Now let's rewind to May. If that mysterious account arguing online really was him, allegedly, it's just depressing. Think about it. No one's defending him anymore. Maybe a few people stood by him early on, but now, crickets. He's on his own. Imagine being so desperate that you hop on a random live stream with barely 100 viewers just to defend yourself because nobody else will. I remember when everything first broke, people were losing their minds. At that time, almost the whole internet, like 90%, was screaming that David got framed.
In Los Angeles. May 13th, he had a concert in Malaysia. May 16th, he had a concert in the Philippines. Now, I want you to remember that the car started moving in late May. So here are his whereabouts in late May. May 22nd, he had a concert in South Korea. May 25th, he had an appearance in Tokyo. Now, we cannot account for these days here, and it does take about 10 to 11 hours in order for you to get from Tokyo to LA. We don't know when he left, but we know that this portion is open. And at some point here, on one of these days, he came back to LA because going into June, on June the 1st, in Los Angeles, he was at a concert for the Stray Boys.
They said some random person must have planted that thing in the back of his car, and for a moment, it actually sounded believable. But as the days went on, that theory started falling apart fast. It just didn't add up anymore. Every time the internet starts doing its own detective work, things get wild. Sure, we can't trust everything we see online, but I watched this one girl's breakdown video, and honestly, she did her homework. I checked what I could, and
My biggest question was, where was David in the month of May? The car started moving around in late May all the way up until July 29th. Where was he? Let's find out. I did a lot of research, and I found every single public appearance that I can pinpoint his exact location on that day. So I'm gonna show you what I found, and just let me know what you guys think. Here's the first view of the board. This is all the work that I've done, and let me get to explaining. How I'm gonna do this is, I'm going to give you guys the date, and then I'm going to show you exactly where he was on that day. So let's focus on the month of May first. May the 1st, he had a concert in Germany. May 10th, he did a live stream with Cat's Eye, and he also was at a gaming competition.
Most of it lined up pretty well. I just hope David doesn't try to come after her legally. Though, let's be real, he's got bigger problems right now. And seriously, for someone allegedly tied to so many dark situations, why does he love live streams so much? Everyone's seen that one clip I've shown before. It's still unclear if the girl was Celeste, but it's uncomfortable either way. He's seen kind of pushing her out of frame, and it's just unsettling.
June the 10th, he was in New York City on a live stream with Kid Super. And at some point through here, he came back to LA because we spotted him again June the 16th. June the 16th, he was live streaming from his Hollywood Hills home. And I want you to remember the car was moving around in this month as well. There are no specific dates, but it was moving around in June. June 18th, he did a live stream with the Chopettes, and I did a little bit of digging on them. They are based in Los Angeles. Now, I can't account for any of these days because there were no public appearances. Also, he was not performing in this month. All right, and now it's time for July. Notice July the 29th was the day that the car was officially abandoned. July 4th, he attended a 4th of July party on live stream, and it was based.
Ever since the story exploded, David's clearly ditched that LA house he was staying in. It's already been searched, and a lot has gone down since then. Not long ago, another video started making rounds online. Someone claimed they spotted David out in public. They didn't confront him, which makes people think it could have been staged. Still, the clip blew up fast and racked up tons of views. The comment section, total chaos. In the video, the person looks short and dresses like David usually does, but there's no clear shot of the face. Half the comments were saying, "That's just some random dude, chill out," while the other half swore it was really him walking around like nothing happened. The internet's totally split on this one. I wish I had saved the comments, but I only downloaded the video itself.
Then he comes back sometime around here because we spot him at home on the 17th. No public appearances and no concerts during this time or interviews, but for the next 2 days he was at home with his friends live streaming in the Hollywood Hills mansion. July 29th, the car was officially abandoned and parked in his final spot. And then July 30th, he leaves for his tour and he has his first show in San Francisco, California. And in case you needed it, in August he was extremely busy. These are all of his tour days. This is the first leg of his tour.
Personally, I can't say for sure if it was him. There's just not enough proof. It reminded me a bit of what happened with Ashley Barnes. Different case, of course, but back then, she got filmed everywhere because people knew her college and location. The difference? Her face was always visible. So yeah, it was more likely that one really was her. But even when it wasn't, those clips still went viral. This feels like the same kind of situation. It could be real, but chances are, it probably isn't. Kind of like that voice recording from the live stream. People think it's him, but there's no solid proof. Now, I can't even play the clip she mentioned because YouTube would take this video down instantly. Let's just say the word starts with a D and ends with an S. You know what I mean? It's the kind of thing you'd find if you know David's habits. And allegedly, investigators found a lot of that stuff in his house.
Breaking news in the D4vd David and Celeste Hernandez case. You will never guess what they found in his house. Yes, they have now released details on exactly what they found when they raided his house in September. And it's shocking, but I'm not that shocked in this.
I wish I could go into more detail, but after so many of my David videos got age restricted, I've got to keep this one safe. But yeah, you all get what I'm saying, and it doesn't make him look good at all. Especially since one of his leaked songs, allegedly about Celeste, literally talks about her being the only one who could make him open up when she's under that same influence. That track blew up after everything came out, and now people can't stop analyzing the lyrics. We've talked before about how she might have passed, and that's still one of the biggest theories. Some believe she was M to the D. Others think it could have been a tragic accident. If this guy somehow walks away from all this without consequences, people are going to lose it. And honestly, same. It's unbelievable how much has piled up against him. You could list at least 20 different things he's allegedly done, each one bad enough to land someone behind bars for years. It's insane to even think he might just get a light charge, maybe something like abuse of a body.
And can easily be OD'd on, leading to an unaliving, if you know what I mean. At least that's what they're trying to say is the cause of her unaliving. And I told you guys this about a month ago when I posted that they're going to try to frame this based on what the LAPD is saying as a unintentional unaliving, meaning that no one actually unalived her, but there is abuse of a, which could only be a gross mistake.
That would be outrageous. But if that's truly what happened, then I hope there's solid, undeniable proof, real evidence. Because if that's the case, people deserve to know what really went down. No guessing, no confusion. If it's true, it's heartbreaking on every level. And let me say this clearly, no matter what the details are, victim blaming here is disgusting. I've seen people try to twist it online and it's just wrong. She was the victim and she deserves justice, period. At this point, David's career is done no matter how this ends. His image is shattered, and honestly it should be. What's sad is remembering how he once seemed like this inspiring figure, someone who built himself up from nothing. He built his name from scratch, using BandLab. It was supposed to be the perfect come-up story.
So they're basically trying to say that they were partying, they found the Leah during the raid, she must have OD'd, she was unresponsive. When everybody sobered up, they saw her probably there laying on the ground, unresponsive, and OD'd and unalived, no pulse, right? They got scared, so they put her somewhere in the house. Didn't know what to do. They panicked. They didn't know if they should call the police, because if they did get the police involved and called the ambulance, then they would be charged with crimes because she's a murderer.
But now it's terrifying to realize how dark things might have really been behind the scenes. We listen to these people's music, admire them, and have no clue how twisted they could actually be. It's sickening. And seriously, if all that's true, why would he leave that in his Tesla where it could be found so easily? If he was panicking, why not hide it somewhere no one would ever look? Like his house. The whole thing just doesn't make sense. That's why so many people, including me, think maybe deep down he wanted attention. Maybe he knew it would be found eventually. It's almost like he wanted the world to see what he did, and that thought alone is disturbing. Because really, if you were trying to cover up something that awful, why pick the most obvious place to stash it? It's like he didn't even care about getting caught, or maybe he thought fame would protect him. The saddest part is her. The world didn't deserve someone as pure as Celeste. She didn't deserve any of this. It's heartbreaking to even think about it. She deserves safety, love, and a future, not this nightmare. I just can't wrap my head around it. How could anyone do something this cruel? Like I've said before, no matter how it happened, it's clear there were multiple people involved. There's no way this was just one person. It's heartbreaking to think she'll never get another chance at life because she truly didn't deserve what happened to her.
And she's a runaway. And she's not even supposed to be in that house with him living there. It's illegal. So it could have been 5 or 6 crimes charged if he would have called the police or the ambulance and they found her OD'd. So he panicked and he got scared. That's what I think. If this wasn't malicious intent, which I don't know, but I'm just telling you what the defense and what the LAPD is trying to frame this as. The body was decomposed for several weeks, so I'm thinking that
And honestly, his recent comment and tagging of certain creators doesn't make him look more innocent or more guilty. It just looks desperate. If I were one of those people tied to him, I'd be running to distance myself too. Nobody wants their career dragged down by something this dark. You can see it already. All his friends unfollowing him, deleting posts, pretending they never knew him. But let's be real, it's not just his silence that destroyed his career. It's the non-stop disturbing updates and rumors that keep surfacing. Every new piece of information makes him look worse, not better. His reputation is basically done at this point. At this point, it's all about how much evidence actually ties people to the case. And like that girl mentioned earlier, this whole process is dragging on way too long. It's frustrating. She said it best. Something about the delay feels kind of fishy, and honestly, I just hope this case doesn't get buried or forgotten like so many others. People on TikTok have been pointing it out too. One week, the internet was flooded with constant updates. Every post, every scroll was David this, David that, then suddenly, silence. It's like everything just stopped overnight. When I search for new info now, there's barely one video covering major updates, even with serious allegations still swirling around. It's strange, like something's being kept quiet on purpose.
Beginning of July, and they panicked and didn't know what to do with her for 2 weeks. That's what I'm guessing, you guys. I don't know. I don't know if that's a fact. That's just my hypothesis at this point based on these slow toxicology reports. Like, I don't ever remember toxicology reports taking this long. Yes, her is severely decomposed, but it's all a little fishy. It's all just...
I really hope the private investigator digging into all this is legit, but we can't confirm that yet, so take everything with caution. He mainly posts updates on Twitter, so if you're trying to stay informed, that's where to look. Just remember, yes, he's a PI, but that doesn't automatically mean everything he says is verified. If he somehow manages to get out of this, because yeah, with his money and connections it's possible, then it'll only prove how powerful people can twist justice. Things are moving slowly, and no one really knows how much solid evidence there is against him. But what?
I'm not even joking, guys. During the editing of this video, Josh Marshall has actually responded to this information, saying it's false, and he's tagged multiple creators who are spreading this info. Pause it if you want to read all that, but he's basically saying the email is not true, and this is affecting his family. He goes on to say he doesn't live in the house David and Celeste were staying at, and that he lives with his wife and daughter, who is 14 years old. The same age Celeste would be when she was killed. Now, honestly, I'm not sure how credible the private investigator sources are anymore, but I'm also not sure how credible Josh Marshall is. He may see what the silence has done to David's career and try to save face before time passes, and he starts losing more friends, and it starts affecting his work. Remember, take this all with a grain of salt. They could both be lying to us, or both be telling the truth. Only time will tell, so make sure you follow me to keep updated on all the facts with this.
One thing's for sure. The private investigator has been posting nonstop online, dropping claims, tagging names, and teasing new info. I just hope he's being honest and not chasing clout. Now, I need to talk about something that's beyond disturbing. People have started using AI to generate fake videos of Celeste, making it look like she's alive, talking, asking for love and flowers. It's disgusting. I'm not showing those clips out of pure respect for her. If my life ended like hers did, I'd never want people spreading fake computer-generated versions of me for clicks. Those videos have gone viral, and it's sickening. I don't know if people think it's art or if they just want views, but it's disrespect on every level. And
Main update on the murder of Celeste Rabez has emerged, and this source comes from Steve Fisher, a private investigator who is currently working on the case.
I was at the house the other day, and there was other vehicles in the garage, so it looked like another Tesla to me.
Now that clip comes from an interview he did with Pop Grind TV, uploaded to YouTube yesterday, and I highly suggest you guys watch this because it is insane. But by far the biggest thing to come out of this interview was the fact private investigator Steve Fisher confirms a family friend of Celeste emailed Josh Marshall.
while AI still looks fake now, one day it won't, and that's terrifying. Imagine people using it to fake evidence or twist real cases. That's how serious this could get. So please, stop creating AI versions of victims. It's not creative, it's not entertainment, it's cruel. Victims like Celeste deserve respect, not exploitation. People have been using her image in the most disturbing ways lately, and it's everywhere on TikTok.
The missing picture person of Celeste Rabez, and the very next day, Celeste Rabez would return home to her family by herself.
From what I've heard is that the first time she was found, she was found there, and then the second time she came home on her own. I know somebody that wrote an email to Josh and people very close to Josh saying she's there, she's a missing person.
I can't understand how anyone thinks that's okay. She was a young girl, a minor, and still, people treat her like she's some kind of digital prop instead of a real human being. It's heartbreaking and disgusting. Please, stop generating AI videos of her. I've seen way too many of those clips, and every single one makes me sick. I try to block those accounts, but TikTok...
Update for the David and Celeste Rabez investigation, so please stop scrolling. You're gonna want to hear this. Now, in my last video, I went over how the person driving David's Tesla has been identified by private investigator Steve Fisher. And while he was reviewing all of the camera footage, he said not one time did anyone see Celeste leave the house or enter the Tesla, which is leading the investigators to believe Celeste was staying in a different house, which is when they discovered this address that matches up perfectly with the photos David and Celeste could be seen in. Like this picture of the same exact bathroom. Or the live stream they did, you can see this picture, it's the same kitchen. Even in these pictures, you can see it's the same wall art. Now, not only is this address 4 minutes away from the house David was renting, but apparently, right around the time Celeste went missing is whenever this new house would be available to rent again. Now, what's even crazier is days before the investigator would come out to say they have identified the person driving the Tesla, he would post this tweet calling out David's friend Neo. He points out that it might have been him who was driving the Tesla. And it's no coincidence that David and Neo can be seen in multiple pictures touching each other, and it's making people speculate that they had a relationship together. But let me know what you guys think about this.
TikTok's algorithm is so messed up, it actually recommends me more of them after I block. So if you come across any of those fake videos, don't engage, don't comment, don't like, just block and move on. That's all those people want anyway, attention and clicks off her name, which is beyond vile. Even just saying that out loud makes my stomach turn. It's so twisted how far people will go for online engagement. They're using her image, her story, her tragedy, all for clout. I made a few videos about this whole situation, but honestly, it took me a while to post this one. I didn't expect the David story to go this quiet. People online are treating this whole tragedy like it's some kind of game, like a silly reality show where they get bored once the plot slows down. It's honestly disgusting. These are real people, real lives, not characters for entertainment, and seeing comments from people saying they're tired of hearing about it just shows how cold the internet can be. That's exactly why I wanted to make this update, because the silence lately has been chilling. A few months ago, there were constant updates, new clips, new claims, new theories, and now, nothing but quiet. It's like everyone just moved on, pretending it never happened. But this story isn't over, and it deserves attention until justice is served. So yeah, that's it for today's video. It's a dark topic, I know, but it's one that shouldn't fade into silence. Let me know what you think in the comments, but please keep it respectful, especially towards Celeste. No hate will be tolerated. If you found this video important, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.